Hello, audio test. Audio test. Okay, sounds good. Voyager, how's it going? I don't know if it is tomorrow for you yet. I saw your message in Discord that you were concerned about the stream, being later in the day. I do apologize. We can hear you, not yet. How close? I don't know what time zone you're in. 10 p.m. You're not that far ahead. You're like 2 hours ahead. How bad is my hair from this angle? Terrible. So the first thing I want to do is just go through. I posted a bunch of crap on random characters, and I just want to see if it's sold. I am going to turn the webcam back off though and the light because I've got a little bit of a headache, and that is a bit annoying. I've got everything in this room turned to minimal brightness, so having the light off is ideal. Turtle, Kyle, Gadamer, Dark Ghost, how's it going? What a what a day the last 24 hours have been. Not gonna lie, I was trying to work on the news video last night, but I was glued to Twitter, man. I was glued watching the stuff going on there over in Europe. Popped another promo. You got to keep a turtle. You know, in just a couple months there'll be another promo ship most likely. Robert, how's it going? It's going fine for the most part. I mean, yeah, the cat and the family issue, um those definitely suck, but I think the one good thing I can say about this situation is that it wasn't abrupt out of nowhere. It was expected. We knew for a while that the cat was not on the most positive trajectory. So we knew, that we were gonna have to put the cat down. And the family member that did pass away, again, I didn't know them that much personally, but my mom did, and she was, quite heartbroken about it. But it wasn't out of nowhere. They were in hospice care for a while, and like it was, we knew, it was only a matter of time. It still sucks though. Rob, how's it going? I have a sudden flood of messages. Okay. Salty, if you're listening, I see your messages. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. Okay. I don't remember what I put on this character. Apparently, Suilban sell ships. Let's see how much I got undercut. Oof, quite a bit. Okay. I'm gonna put these back up. I want to try to get EC ready ahead of time for the new ship. I'd like to just buy it with EC if possible. I don't have a T6 box on me, and I think if I wait a day or two, it'll probably be down to like 1-2 on the exchange. So just gotta sell things ahead of time. Did I get you a Scramble Fighters yet? No, Rob. I sold the Scramble Fighters that I did have. Richard, how's it going? Uh, not much. Not much going on so far. I don't remember what characters I put items on. That's always a fun issue, right? Oh yeah, the lack of cosmetics. So apparently they on the Twitch stream, they like after they did the raid, they forgot to actually turn the stream off, and they were talking apparently about how they just forgot and didn't have time to do anything else for the summer event and hope people didn't notice or something, and how they were, getting Borg stuff ready or something for an upcoming content piece. I don't know. I didn't hear it, but someone made a comment somewhere and I can't find it stating that they had did that, and that's why the VOD is deleted on Twitch. I'm gonna go to the lifetime app. I need to check the exchange on this character. I could just go to my bridge, but I don't think so, Voyager. Boss, how's it going? Yeah, I haven't seen any like write up or recording of it, so I don't know. They've like deleted the VOD, so you just straight up can't see it. The YouTube and Facebook VODs don't have it. But that is apparently why the Twitch VOD was taken down. At least that's what I've heard. Scramble needs 3 carrier doffs to BOP. Don't remember what this character has on it. This character's got a bunch of random crap on it, apparently. What is this? Polarized Disruptor? Act 3? Oh, man. Remember when people used to actually buy ACK weapons? Back when that used to be a thing for PvP? Long, long time ago. Yeah, this character's just got all the random garbage on it. What's it? I was gonna say, what's it got doff-wise, but geez. Might have a few doffs on it. Let's do deflector and security. Most of these deflector officers aren't ever really worth that much. The Borg deflector ones, it's really niche for the builds that they're useful for. And it's usually the audience that buys them is very small. 39s are 195. Here's one for 150. Yeah, Kyle. The summer and winter events are the big events throughout the year, and when they're not, when they don't really put much effort into them, that's quite telling for where the game is at. I mean, I've said it before. I think this game has a lot of life left in it, but it's very clear that they're not investing as much as they could into the game, in my opinion. Why no Discord ping for stream? Didn't I do one? Oh, I forgot. Here. Yes, there we go. 5. There you go. There's the here live now. That buff lasts 80% of the time till next launch. Yeah, that's a good point. If you're going to scramble, you may as well full commit with the DOFs. Does YouTube know when I run ad blocker? It's just looking to see if the ad was actually loaded when you watch that video. So, like, if you turn ads off, or if you turn the ad blocker off when you're going to watch a video and the actual ads do load, YouTube knows that they did play, if that's what you're wondering. I had the channel open so I didn't hear the ping. Distant Night, how's it going? Reggie? Just taking a look at the market here, seeing if I have any DOFs to sell. 26. I don't know if I want to sell 26 right now. 280 mil. Need those to go up. 26 is one of the better Borgdoffs because it boosts damage over time and crit chance. The damage over time stuff is important for like EPG builds or um, if you're running like the Gorn Hunter. The Gorn Hunter, the trait off the Gorn Hunter is boosted by the Staff. And also, what is it, 21 and 31? Zor, that was look, that honestly is what I expected for a long time. Zor, the Temerian Cruiser. Oh, my YouTube. Hey, there we go. Elijah, thank you for the membership resub there. The Temerian Cruiser, as far as I know, was like leaked back in November or something like that. So it's been like, okay, is this an upcoming event ship? Like, what is this? And it's apparently, from what I've heard, I haven't seen for sure myself, but from what I've heard, it's been around for a little bit. That's why the expectation was that it was going to be like the summer event ship. But Kalijah, to answer your question, the ISO consoles are treating me very, very well. I have been running them on a lot of builds. So I haven't been running them on things like the Hydra because I think that if you're on a ship like the Hydra where you have 3 engineering consoles and 5 TAC, I think it still makes sense to run TAC consoles. But if I'm running my Delkina, which is a ship that I've been using quite a bit in recent times, then I am using the ISO consoles. And as for how they're treating me, I have been stocking up on them things. I have been stocking up on as many ISO consoles as possible. Let's see here. Decided literal magic was preferable to garbage scows. Yeah, my suspicion is that the Temerian probably was something that was being looked at as an option at some point, and it may be reserved for like the future. But my guess is that they had this opportunity to do this lower deck ship and they took it. Good duty officers are too expensive. Yes. And honestly, I think some of the DOFs are overrated. I think 27's good. I have 27. I'm going to run it. But is it really worth the cost of a ship? That becomes a bit questionable. Made more money than it cost 10 Borg boxes on DOFs. Is today a flagship spam stream? No, but I mean, we can see the flagships. Look at this. I mean, I showed this in the video, but look at how crazy this is. Like there's so many on the map, they weren't all visible there. Like they're you see the ships are disappearing. We're hitting the entity limit. Like how impressive does that look though? How much longer before DS9 despawns? I don't know if DS9 can despawn. Let me fly away. I think DS9, yeah, DS9's like just a core part of the map, so it's not going to let it despawn. Let me check this quick. I'm getting a lot of messages. Remember when STO had that many players in an instance that there are flagships now? Yeah. The STO servers have definitely, it feels like I don't know if it's because, they've just downgraded the servers over time, which I mean they probably have. Or if it's just that each player has so many buffs and things on their like characters, with their character info, that the map just can't handle having too many players on it. I don't know. I don't know why they've had to limit it so much. Because yeah, there was a time when you could legitimately like have this many players on a map, and it was cool. I remember too. There was with ESD way back. There was a way where people would go in and blow up their ship, and they'd blow it right up at the spawn point, and take out a bunch of other players. Megla, how's it going? Let me hit something here on my other window quick. What is the Klingon one? It's the Bordescu, I believe. There was a question about the Borg lockboxes. Why is there not an emoji for the Romulan ship? That's a good question. I haven't touched the emojis in a very long time. The Borg lockboxes are quite profitable because the Borg DOF packs have like a 7% drop rate from them. So if you're looking to open lockboxes in hopes of making EC, they can work out quite well if you're selling the DOF packs. That's the caveat, is you need to, be selling the DOF packs. You're getting more out of quality consoles in ISO than I do out of exploiters. Yeah. Yeah. I have seen incredible results so far. I don't have A to B testing yet. Just haven't had time to get that done, but I've definitely seen that some of my builds appear to be performing better with ISOs. Voyager, you're going to get screwed over. Yeah, the ISO stuff, I would only really do ISOs. I guess the way that I would look at it is if you can do at least 5 of the consoles, 4 to 5, I think. Ideally 5 plus is what you probably want to do with the ISOs. Imagine if the flagship bug was an increased promo box. Yeah, it'd be fixed immediately. Well, actually, there was an exploit many years ago in which you could force the Infinity lockbox to only open when it would give you a ship, and they waited a week to fix it. Like I told them, like I directly messaged Jet at the time, and within like 20 minutes of the patch was like, "Yo, this is doing this. Y'all may want to take care of this," and they let it stay for a week. They handed out bans to the people that exploited it. It'd be fixed in seconds. Yeah. Imagine doing this in a battle zone. Robert, you have to use an ability that would put you in red alert, and you have to have the like command frequency trait on from the command spec. Megla, how's it going, buddy? Hey, quick O game question: are you playing in the Gaspra server? That answer is yes. Yeah, I am playing on US Gaspra. I am still developing the account. I don't know how far I want to go with it, but right now it's just doing expo spam. It's developed pretty well so far, but it's just expo spam, like 24/7. The current O game meta. Yeah, yeah, I remember those days, Turtle. The STO servers are located in Boston, I believe. Top 3. What are the top 3 event campaign ships? That video is going to be coming out soon, but I think the one of the top recommendations for me right now is going to be the Vodwar Juggernaut. That's even better with the Isomeg console stuff. The Discovery D7 America Worker Flight Deck Carrier. That's really good also with the new engineering consoles. And The Inquiry's doing really good. The Delkina is something that I've really enjoyed with this. Um, like these engineering heavy ships have definitely picked up a lot of value. The Excelsior 2 is one that I'm going to recommend for the console also. What are my thoughts on the new items from this summer event for an EPG build? You probably know that better than I do, Distant Night. I don't really touch EPG. Um, I think EPG is, it's very effective. It's just not really something that I'm interested in. So I can't give you an exact on how much it's going to buff things, but it'll probably for some of the builds, it should be interesting. Pretty close neighbor to you. Only been on the server 3 days now, so around rank 260. Don't raid you, please. Yeah, yeah. Don't. I'm not. I honestly, I haven't even attacked anyone on Gasper yet. Gaspra, when it comes to O game, like I'm still, maintaining my main account. So as a Gaspra, I'm basically just doing expo spam on. If I see any more VOD jugs, I'll throw up. Oh no. Um, the Lobi crystals are the most valuable if you're looking for what it would cost to obtain outside of the like just via traditional means. The two T6 ships are valued at a total of like $50. The Lobi crystals would cost you $200 to $300 to obtain if you were opening promo packs or keys. And the ship is the one that most people go for because that just allows them to directly get like a promo ship. While Lobi is the most valuable if you're looking, at how much it costs to obtain, the actual value of selling Lobi items is not that great. I mean, I can split it up, Voyager. And, if that's what people want is like the the top ships to get for X, like the top ships to get for the ship, the top ships to get for the consular trait, those could be separate recommendations. Linus, how's it going? Ed? What are my thoughts on the advanced hanger consoles? Part of the issue right now is that you have to be very careful with them. It looks like if you have mines on your build, the mines can take they can steal the buff away from your pets, but the mines don't actually get a buff, I think is what I saw Talor saying in Stow builds the other day. So if you have mines on with those pet consoles, the buff is applied to the mines, but the mines don't actually get a damage buff. But they can steal that buff away from your pets because there's a cap on how many of there's a cap of 25 entities that can be affected by that buff. Outside of escorts, experimental weapons, what should trigger 5 magic starship trait? The Discovery Rep 3-piece. So if you're doing like a build for a DPS build for normal or advanced content, the Disco 3-piece is the meta. The deflector, core, and shield, because they apply an electrical damage to everything that you shoot. That's one of the reasons that people are able to one-shot things so easily is this 3-piece. The 3-piece is Mycelial Lightning, and that will scale up. That does electrical damage, so that should affect it, right? That is part of the 5 magics, or am I going crazy? I gotta look at the thingy again. Yeah, electrical counts. So if you use the Disco 3-piece, you'll probably just have that up like 100% of the time. So that'll be a good way to keep it up. Um, Yeah, Thundernuts Expo spam is the way, and make sure you're using something like OG Light, because OG Light, if I want to spam out a ton of expeditions, I could just hit like L, and it'll automatically get the fleet sorted out and target the correct location and all that. So that's very handy. Those keybinds are amazing. Yeah, Azor, that's definitely a good way to go for alt accounts. Albert, how's it going? Turtle, terrible. The most economical? Well, if you want a ship, get a ship. But if you're looking at what would, cost you the most to get outside of the event campaign, then Lobby is the winner. But it's just a question of, what do you want from the Lobby store? If there's a ship you want, and keep in mind, if you're on PC, take advantage of Tribble. Copy that pack over to Tribble a ton. That's going to be one of the main points that I have in that video, is take advantage of Tribble, copy your character over that has that event campaign box on it, copy that over like 20 times. Mess around with everything. You can't test the T6 coupons out on Tribble, but you can test the premium ship box and you can mess around with all the Lobby stuff. The E2, yeah, the D2 console's really good. Fleet Gagarin can have 7. Yeah, and the Fleet Soyuz. The Soyuz is really good with these ISO-mag consoles. Let me pull that up quick. Soyuz. I forgot to set up the redirect that I had for the wiki. I got this extension a while back that lets me redirect from one URL to the other, and I had it set up so if I clicked a link for the old wiki, it would take me over to the new one, but I reset my computer a couple weeks back and have forgotten to set that up. So, no, it's not the Soyuz. What is it? It is the Soyuz. Why the hell is there two? There's two of these things called the Soyuz? Jeez. Cryptic, what you doing? So Fleet Soyuz Intel Heavy Frigate. It's a 5-3 commander engineer with Intel, and then everything else is a universal seat. Has a built-in cloak, 5 engineering consoles plus 1 with the T6X, weapon cruiser command, and it's got raider flanking. Like this is a sea store or fleet ship, and like with the ISO consoles, this thing's got to be, pretty damn good. Thank you, Thundernuts. Let me see. Did I miss any other comments? Always crazy. Yes, I'm crazy. Rebecca, how's it going? Oh, adding bonus damage to my Celestial Lightning? Yeah. It's gonna be nice. How long until they introduce psionic space weapons? I mean, Jonathan pretty much hinted at that being something that he was working on, was that he was looking at some psionic weapons. So, maybe that'll be something for this winter event. Going to test the event ship soon as it's on Tribble. Could I post that extension in Discord, please? I don't even have it set up right now, so that's very hard for me to do. You expect them to nerf the consoles after a while? I think the consoles will be fine, Grim. I think the consoles will be fine. The Pavo crystals do psionic damage? There we go. There we go. Distant Night. Thank you for remembering that, because my memory's not good enough right now. By the way, the builds Discord, if you have any of the ISO mag or any of the advanced consoles that you want to trade, we do have a category on there for trading the consoles. It's not guaranteed that you'll find someone to trade you. Like if you want phaser, very unlikely you're going to find someone that has a phaser that will trade you for like a disruptor. But if you're looking for like a different niche one, then that's definitely a place to check out. And that Discord is linked down below. Chris, how's it going? Well, keep in mind, Grim, that the nerfing of things was mostly a Borticus thing, and Borticus isn't there anymore. It's Jonathan has so far not displayed the same nerfing habits as Sporticus. So there's hope. All hail the power creep? Yes. I am going to do an ISA run really quick, just because I set up a FOB build on the Titan, and I figure I may as well at least give it one run. I have to remember what its name is. The advanced consoles can be re-engineered. The issue is the science ones, a patch or two back, they added the engineering mods to them and took the science mods off. And that, you know, that was an accident. I don't know, Distant Night. This is a pretty bad build. Like, it's fire at will. This is a pretty bad build. Yeah, it's just gonna be... oh, by the way, channel invites for the DPS channels went out earlier for Elites, Ground, and Prime. I did not send the 10K invites out because I forgot. But yeah, if you were waiting for an invite to like Elites or Ground, I did send those out just a couple hours ago. We'll do Elite queues, but I just want to do an ISA real quick just to see how bad I am. So I'm going to do this quick, and then we're going to do some Elite queues afterwards. Axel, how's it going? It's going well for me. All this thing. DPS Silver, that is the other DPS league. The DPS channels, whether it's the like DPS medals or the numbered ones, those are basically just channels that you can use to find competent teammates to do content with. They're DPS gated, so in order to get into the channels, you have to be at a certain DPS level. So it's to try and make sure that the people you're playing a TFO with are actually capable of playing that TFO. Because that is very commonly a big issue. Alan, how's it going? The fire at will bad. Excelsior 2 consoles still serving me well? Yeah.
Sensors confirm that the transwarp conduit has been destroyed. However, our scans of the starbase are still being disrupted. We will need to send an away team there to look for survivors.
230. Wow, we had. Well, it's because Megla was doing so much damage that the game couldn't register it. He's got the Zeta Reticulum weapons. Waldo, how's it going? Yes, Mycelio Lightning from the Disco 3-piece did 85k there, and imagine, yeah, buffing that up. I mean, it was okay. It's Fire at Will, so Fire at Will's still a bit rough. Don't knock on your playstyle. Oh, I'm not Megla. I don't want to know what OP Tetron weapons you've got on. Is stream buffering for anyone else? Everything's fine so far for my connection. What's my build? Just a Fire at Will build. With the in this case I have 6 of the ISOMAG phaser consoles on. What am I dropping to run the Disco 3-piece? You basically, so you're running the Warp Core, the Discovery Warp Core, the Discovery Shield, and then the Discovery Deflector. So you're dropping the Fleet Colony Deflector and the Fleet Spire Core if you were running that. The Disco 2-piece, the Core and Shield are common because those give you whole regen. So that's survivability. And then the 3-piece gives you that Mycelio Lightning, which does very well with AoE heavy builds. I need to emphasize that AoE heavy builds. If you're doing Beam Overload, Cannon Rapid Fire, you're not going to see the same level of performance from Mycelio Lightning. It performs significantly better under an AoE build. Let me see here. I have definitely missed some questions. There's a lot of chat today. Give me a minute to catch up here. Agony needed nerfing? Yeah, Agony had some broken interactions. Okay, so I already covered that. Fortescue Beam Overload build. Well, the thing is with Beam Overload is when you've seen, I think the thing that isn't recognized with Beam Overload is that once you've seen one Beam Overload build, you have literally seen them all. Like the same core elements for one Beam Overload build is how you're going to build a different ship with Beam Overload. Like Beam Overload transfers over to basically any ship in the game. That's one of the reasons it's as popular as it is. Borg facing adaption. Pen is working great. Yeah. Pen, I know that there's been some controversy about Pen, about my recommendation for Pen, but I don't think most people are hitting the debuff level where Pen starts to fall off. So Pen is still something I recommend to people. Is the ship worth it? The Connie 3? I don't think so. What is the cutoff for elites? 150. 150 in ISA, ISC, or HSC. I know, Zor, I know. I'm really far behind on chat, I apologize. No, Megla's debuffing. Megla's fine. Yeah, Mycelio Lightning, if you look at most of the top ISA runs, they've been using it for a while. Outside of the Thaleron. The Thaleron run at like 13 mil or whatever, that's not using it. But the CSV runs, most of them are. Okay, I'm mostly caught up. Yeah, it's better with AoE builds. Why not use the engines instead of the deflector? Because speed is still important. One of the core concepts to increasing your damage output in this game is getting to where the next group of enemies are as fast as possible. And the competitive rep engines are a really big part of that. Every time I hit a firing mode, whether that be fire at will or torpedo spread, I'm basically getting an evasive maneuvers for 5 seconds. So that is helping me get to the next point of the map where there are more enemies. USS Cruiser, gotta love it. Yeah, it's perfect for how generic the ship is. Yeah, the engineering consoles, the isomags for phasers are very expensive to get, though your best time to get them is probably this weekend while the R&D promo's going on. After the R&D event ends and the promo packs are out of the C store, I expect the price on all of the advanced consoles to shoot up. Exceed rated limits, if I recall, isn't that bad if you have the extension trait. If I recall from the weapon firing cycles or the weapon enhancement buff stuff that Jay did a while back, that exceed rated limits actually came out pretty well. Captain Container, thank you for the 5. Very much appreciated. Here we go. So exceed rated limits. Is it? Here we go. Exceed rated limits is actually just slightly ahead of beam overload. On paper. The downside is ERL3 does require a commander slot, whereas Beam Overload 3 goes into a lieutenant commander, so arguably Beam Overload 3 is still going to be better. And yeah, exceed rated limits does deal damage to you. Looking at the YouTube stats, like watching the exchange while eating breakfast. Waiting for Elite TFO. I know. Just slowly going through. Megla, thank you for the $1 super chat there. Thank you, buddy. Megla, how goes the Tetrion grind? I know, Megla, you're trying to get a bunch of those isomags for Tetrion. The old Vulcan Dekur science vessel. Okay, it's time for some elite TFOs. I'm going to swap ships. Yeah, beam overload. That's where beam overload excels. Is single target. You just want to take out one target and focus on it. That's where beam overload excels. And the issue is there's not many situations like that. Most content in the game is so AoE focused that you lose so much performance by going with beam overload. That's why I don't generally use it too much, is because it just doesn't do as well. Okay. Let's start off with some elites here. Let's see. What do we want to do? What do we want to grind today? Billy, how's it going? No. Withering Barrage like trait for fall, I wish. You have redirecting arrays, which can give you 5 seconds, but you have to be a threat build. And you have to be shot once a second. ETM is the best. Into the Hive Elite. Did I hear about Prodigy? I haven't. So I did hear about Prodigy, but I've not actually watched Prodigy yet. But I did hear that Prodigy is getting canceled after the second season, and it looks like Paramount in general might be. The impression that I have is that Paramount might be lowering the amount that they are investing in Star Trek. Chadwick, thank you for the 5. I've always appreciated your contributions to Stowe. More importantly, I'm sorry for your recent family losses, furry and human. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, it's like I said before, the the good thing is it wasn't out of the blue. That always makes a situation like that worse. Um, Everything was expected. It was known that things were coming, but it's still having them actually happen, sucks. Okay. Into the hive. Elite. That's what I heard. Ground. Into the hive elite ground. Okay, there we go. Queued. And it's already popped. I'm worried. Yeah, it it does seem like the Star Trek investment isn't paying off for them potentially, and that that's not great. Yeah, ETM is basically a must for fall, and it's not great. It sucks to use. Strange New Worlds. I think they'll leave Strange New Worlds for now. You have to keep in mind the card just ended. Um, Prodigy is, ending, and Discovery is ending. So that leaves Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks, which I think are. I think it would be stupid for them to get rid of either of those this soon. Lower Decks, especially, like Lower Decks isn't as expensive to make. Yes, I see that you've run ahead and you've taken out a lot of them already.
Sweep this room quickly and you'll catch the Borg off guard. Seize the advantage! The Borg are reacting. They are awakening reinforcements.
Really wish you had the Tommy gun. Yeah, the Tommy gun. It's so stupid to me that they continue to just not change that bundle. Yeah, the Excelsior 2. I need to pay more attention to the game here. But yeah, the Excelsior 2 is a very capable beam platform. I ran it with the surgical strike setup for a long time and had a lot of success with it. I see we're having a very successful run so far. Yeah, the Excelsior 2, honestly, if you're wanting a surgical strikes beam array platform, it works. And the console from it, is really fun. I don't really know enough about the Academy show to have, thoughts about it. Um, it's like related to Discovery, isn't it? Like I just like I've watched Discovery, but these past couple of seasons have just really been not interesting to me. Yeah, I could see it being canceled. They need to, if they do want to actually work on another show, they need to do Legacy or whatever. The one that they were talking about with 7.
More are reacting to the virus upload. Reinforcements inbound.
No, I think a show to follow up season 3 of Picard, I think would do very well. I thought the most recent episode of Strange New Worlds was good. Prodigy also has Nickelodeon and yeah. The legendary ships, especially the early ones, were all over the place with regards to what they got and what they didn't get.
The Borg are in chaos. The time has come. Attack the
Yep.
Queen.
Now we gotta wait for the next mission update. I think I saw something about that on Twitter, Voyager, that they reused the set. By the way, the summer event, you want to get this ball lightning thing that I keep using? It's a really good kit module. It's those blue balls that are just going around killing everything. I'm pretty sure that's the summer event, right? Yeah, it's nice when they make the older specializations a bit better. I enjoy how much I can see here. No VFX spam? Yeah, isn't it 1,000 low nut favors for the ball lightning?
You cannot defeat me.
Yeah, their data also said that Delta Rising was the best expansion ever and the players loved it, right? There we go.
The enemy is in a state of disarray. Without their precious queen, the Borg Collective is falling apart. Wait, we're receiving a signal. Return to your vessel at once. The queen is uploading her consciousness into a ship.
There's one done. On pilot abilities, I wonder if the new ISO consoles work well with weapons and engines to keep power up. Probably. I'm getting slow. I know. I'm a casual player. You guys got to keep that in mind. Okay. Let's do now. We've done a ground one. Let's do a space one. Everyone's favorite, Herald Sphere Elite. Yeah, I know you guys are just super excited for that. Herald Sphere Elite. And here we go. But I go over my ground build. I don't know if I don't really have much of a ground build. It's so ball lightning, motivation, ambush, ball obelisk, agony field gen, and then rally cry. I probably should drop like I don't know, drop ambush for V'ger probes or motivation. I don't know. Something needs to be dropped for V'ger probes. I feel for the kit, I'm just using a Borg one. The Borg one, when you hit 7 kit modules, it will give you a turret basically. For the armor, I'm just using a fleet one. For the shield, we'll see in a minute.
The gateway network gives the heralds.
Let Spencer do all the work for the CFO. I appreciate you. Back to the ground build. The shields, Klingon Honor Guard. I don't know why I have those on. Ideally, I would have like the Nicole 2-piece on, but I do not.
Herald forces inbound.
Yeah, the ground stuff is not something I mess around with too much. This is the tank eagle I was working on for that survivability video. Like meme on the people saying that you have to be an engineer to tank. Yeah, I just haven't done the mission for the cool one on this character.
Before they reach the gateway. Gateway opening at 2 o'clock. Gateway opening at 9 o'clock. Gateway opening at 4 o'clock.
Damn EMP probes.
Gateway opening at 3 o'clock. Gateway opening at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, pretty much. Ideally, don't let any of them through. I need to go cover this one. That thing's gonna die. Oh no, this one's gonna get through. Rip. That one had a few get through. Unfortunate. Yeah, it's not that difficult. You just have to run around and shoot things. The the disables are just killing me here. Take a CS Phoebus fire. The weapons I'm using here are Viridian Plasmas. This is a full plasma build. Alan, thank you for stopping by. Megla, terrible. Terrible. This is STO in 2023. The reason my weapons aren't firing is because I'm being disabled by ionic turbulence. I need to, like, put Box to damp on this or something. Yeah. They're annoying for sure. One more, and then I think that's all of them that can spawn in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're... I think it's once you kill 5 of the command ships. Oh, no, apparently not. Okay, so we're getting a few more than I'm usually used to seeing in here. Don't have Jevonite active? I know, terrible. Don't you guys like the forced time gates?
Energy levels in the sphere are rising. Check it out. Sensor reading show that the ship is controlling the gateway. Destroy it. The ship is drawing power from the gateway. We will need to shut the gate down, or we won't be able to destroy it.
There we go. 96 marks from that. No, not yet. Okay, I am missing a ton of comments in chat. Let me drag the chat window back down so I can get caught up again. Yeah, I'd say if you want to see a ground build, take a look at the builds Discord. There's an entire category there going over ground builds. If you're wanting a build to go through, roll through elite content, that would be the place to go. Just check something quick. 15 escapes is a failure. Yeah. Yeah, Shadow of the Black Mountain is nice if everyone has it. For pugs, yeah, it's definitely not great. What are the options for experimental weapons? The Ryzian one is still good. The Shukden one, the Sheller off the Zenkethi Shukden, that does well also, but I do think the Sheller outperforms it. I've been using the Plasma Bombardment one from the Gorn Hunter, or Plasma Incendiary Bombard thingy here. I've been using this, and I've been liking it. I've had pretty good performance from it on a plasma heavy build. But I think for most people, the Soliton Wave Impeller is still going to be your best bet. A Nadarian video? Oof. I think the thing with the Nadarian is that there's been a lot of electrical buffs in the past year. I mean, even the Titan console that just came out, the console off the Titan, that's like 30 or 40% Cat 2 for electrical. Like, there's been a lot of electrical boost if you wanted to lean into that. Adam, thanks for stopping by. I don't. How does the scaling work with the Nadarian thing? Does that scale up with weapon power? Yes. Okay, so what we really need to do, we need to like we need to get Jonathan to go in and make it so we can get like an electrical mod on these ISO consoles. Like I've been asking for this stuff for a while. Specifically, I was asking on the Spire consoles way back is, give us electrical, give us fire, give us cold. All these niche damage trips that they're trying to push. Make it so that we can get the Cat 1 for those on these consoles. Because if I could get, imagine like we've got all this Cat 2 for electrical now, but it's a little bit lacking on the Cat 1 side. So imagine if you could run an Adarian with, a full set of ISO mags for electrical damage. That'd be pretty damn neat. Proton, yeah, definitely. Be almost OP. It helps them sell that ship when it's time for that ship to hit the mud store. They could, but the list of potential rules. Megla, I thought you liked that ship. Oh yeah, Turtle. I've got a video on the channel, going over how Proton was such a wonderful thing. Yeah, part of the point of these new engineering and science consoles is that they're literally a dill drain. That's the point. Okay. I mentioned the Excelsior 2 a little bit ago, and I'm gonna pull that out. Excelsior 2 immersion build. Nadarian on an engineer. Oh no. I don't have ISO set up on this. Um, I'm just gonna leave this as is for Ray at the moment, just because I don't feel like going through and setting this all up right now. So we're just gonna go with this, and I am going to put the two new phasers on from the Titan, the narrow angle ones. I need to ask them too if it's intended that you can't reroll this Crit H mod. Ray 2, surgical strikes. Phasers loaded. Let me get some batteries on. We're going to do a vault ensnared. Vault ensnared elite public queue. Why am I doing it as a public queue? Because it gives all of you a chance to join in. Terrible. Yeah, that's good. Our vault ensnared elite public queue. Here we go. You joined, Megla? I'm glad to have you here, man. Rainbow build on the thing is rainbow builds aren't bad. The issue with rainbow builds is that when you see a brand new player like with a setup, it's they don't have any of the stuff to make it make sense. But you can do a rainbow build if you're using like beam or cannon consoles, and it'll work perfectly fine.
Many of our forces are defending.
Yeah, I lied. Let's convert this real quick. There, go there, go there, and time to convert. Let's go. You there? Really? Voyager, I'm glad to have you here. I'm just gonna go to the next one. I'll let one of you get that close one. My weapons want to fire. That's the Excelsior 2 console right there. My DP arm's not here, no. Aw. My DP arm's not on my tray because I just swapped its console spot. Rip. Unfortunate. Yeah, the Excelsior 2 is really a good looking ship. And with a phaser setup on it, I mean, you pretty much have to run it as a 4-4 beam array build, but it can still work. There's a random Tholian around here, and I don't know where. Mia? Glad to help. You don't usually have to destroy the web. It's just there'll be like a pet flying around somewhere. There's not much of a rush to do this first phase because you're then stuck just sitting here for the next couple of minutes. The USS single target is looking good, yeah. I mean that's the thing. When you're doing beam overload surgical strikes, you do have to understand with these single target firing modes that you are doing it for the immersion and not for the DPS. You are taking a DPS penalty by going with single target. Almost all content in this game is focused around AoE. That's why CSV, Fire at Will, DPG, Corpse, why those all just dominate the DPS tables. Because that's what that content is designed for. But it looks good. I mean, you can still get good performance out of these builds. It's just they suck at taking out a bunch of enemies at once. It also doesn't help that I have my settings set up so that I can't target pets. Why, thank you, Voyager. How to feel about that. I'm definitely feeling some cooldown issues here. I do have Photonic Officer 1 on. But it's definitely seen some CDR issues. Now we have to wait another 30 seconds. Some peak STO content here. Check. Focus the ones that got the yellow lines behind them. Corpse did not want to fire there. There we go. How are we doing over here? Just died. I'll catch up on chat here in a second. What a weird area that they get caught up on. You get more marks if you prevent them from building up the web at all. So let me take a look at chat here. Omri has gone. I saw some here. Maelstrom Torp is just so good. That E2 console. That's why the E2 is going to be a very popular pick, is the beams everywhere. Yeah, I will catch up on chat when I'm at a point in this TFO where I can. But right now, I gotta just keep running around in circles looking for the next group of targets. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that Dark Eddy, the Maelstrom, just not activating when I try to click it quite often. Looks like some new ones just spawned in up here and down there. Yeah, these Tholians are just getting farmed as soon as they pop up. Another minute of this till we get to the last phase. Spinning in circles around the target takes a lot of concentration, so I do apologize to anyone that said anything in chat that I haven't responded to yet. But yeah, I'm far behind in chat, aren't I? We are at the final phase now.
The Tholian web is collapsing. Excellent. The vault is secure, but we are not. Sensors show Tholian reinforcements approaching at high warp. Prepare for battle. Defeat the Tholian flagship if you can. The Tholian flagship is defeated. Excellent work.
Good job, everyone. More fleet marks. Always need the fleet marks. Okay, now to catch up on like 5 minutes of chat here. I apologize to everyone who said something that I did not see until just now. Is it possible to marry Merc worker abilities, like exceed raid limits with some FAW? Yeah, I think people have done that. I have not really messed around with that too much myself, but I have seen people do that. Intense gameplay. Yeah, this is a peak immersion situation here. Ice Knight, how's it going? What are the chances the compiler gets molecular reconstruction? I don't know. Make a forum post about it and tell Jonathan that it hurts your immersion, that it's not getting it. Yeah, it's still time gated. You got an isomag piece? Very nice. Yeah, that was. I mean, the Juggernaut can work there, but yeah, you do want something a little bit faster. I think I died it though, right? Like at the beginning. Yeah, let me check my O game window here because I see something flashing. You did also? Okay. I'm not alone. See, it's like I said, I'm a casual player. Died twice, probably to warp core breaches. Oof. It happens. Yeah. Yeah. I remember a time back earlier in the DPS days, before a good day to die was a thing for tax. If you wanted to get your go down fighting, what you would do at the start of an ISA, or it was back then ISE, is you would kill the start group and then you would cloak in your scimitar and you'd sit right in the that start cube and take the warp core breach with the intention of having that dropping you below 50% so that you can get your go down fighting. Yeah, well the thing is the area that the dread's in, your shields are turned off. So that's what screws people up in there. Let's check something else. Draenor Gauntlet Elite? Oh no. Distant Night? Why do you do this to me? What have I done to you? What'd I do to you, Distant Night? Oh, yeah, I saw that comment act on I think on the comment section earlier and I forgot to respond. I think 64 R&D promo packs should be more than enough to get you the EC to get isomags for a few characters. One of the things that I've been recommending to people, and I'm going to go back to new ROM here so I can talk about this a little bit more. But grab the cheapest ones on the market. Don't even, don't worry about getting one with phaser mod if that's what you're going for. You can just re-engineer it. And I know that's going to be expensive, but that may be a hell of a lot cheaper than the EC cost. I guess it's really down to what do you value more, EC or dilithium and salvage. I think like to re-engineer a full set of these consoles, it's expensive, but it can be done. I know it gives isomag stuff. I mean, 100k. Oh, okay, so 200k dill. If you have the EC, like it's up to you. If you want like a phaser mod, if that's what you're going for, you might be paying twice as much if you're wanting to just directly buy them. Um, let me go look at the market before I say anything else, because things are changing rapidly there. When is the next upgrade weekend? How long could I be waiting? I don't know. Terrible. Look at all of this. Every social hub. Look at all the scimitars back here. I haven't actually seen this yet. I haven't seen too many scimitars from this stuff yet. Oh, there's not too many stacked in there. Was that just like 3? Oh no, there's more. Okay, so there's a few scimitars stacked in there. What's the worst enemy to spawn in? I don't know. On a scale of S to F, where would I place Excelsior 2? S to F. I mean, the thing with the Excelsior 2 is it is a 4-4 cruiser, but I mean, it does pack quite a punch for a 4-4 cruiser. Um, I don't know. It'd be near the upper end of that. There's some epic quality phaser ISO mags for 43 mil per. Someone snag them up. That's pretty good. Snag them up and flip them later or something. Epic ones for 42.5 mil per. I mean that is not bad at all. Oh, I've got two eyes. The cheapest ISO mags right now are 24 mils, the cheapest, and a couple at 25. It really depends. What damage type are you going for? I guess that's the big question. Zach, what damage type are you going for? Are you going for phaser? Are you going for disruptor? Like what are you going for? Because that's going to really impact plasma. Oof, okay, that one's good. Let's see. I mean, I would just be directly buying the isomag plasmas. You're paying like a 5 milli premium, but you're getting the mod directly. Um, like if I were you right now, if you had a couple of those promo packs, I'd probably sell a couple of them and clear out the market of all the like 30 to 40 mil plasma isomags. If that's the main one you're going for. There's a lot of them there at 30 to 40 mil. And they're not that expensive to upgrade. It's the re-engineering that could be a pain. Yeah, that does happen, Voyager. There's a lot of activity going on behind me. Hearing? How much is Disruptor? $35. Terrible. How many isomax am I up to now? That is very loud and annoying. Okay, so I do actually have a few isomags to re-engineer. Now let's go through that painful process again. Balloon spam intensifies? I know. Terrible. I assume that's Voyager. Are the Hangar Pet Advanced consoles worth using if you're on a 2 hangar bay ship and you have a bunch of engineering console slots? Then I would say yes. Zenkethy is the worst for killing dreadnoughts. Oof, yeah, that sounds painful. Okay, I'm going to re-engineer some consoles. I am going to do so on a character that has some salvage. I'll turn the parser off here for a moment. Let me find a character that actually has salvage. I think it might be this character. No, I probably wouldn't go with those for just a single hangar bay. I think you'd be better off just going with isomags in that situation. Yeah, you'd want to be using like a Disco Connie, the Disco D7 Merc Worker Flight Deck Carrier, the Suliban Silic, the Cardassian Flight Deck Carrier. You'd want to be using like a flight deck carrier type ship, basically. Oh no, you're fine, Billy. I've got the sound turned really far down for the stream, so it shouldn't be too much of a bother for the stream. And now is the very slow map load. Soon, Axel. It's just been busy the past couple days. And I do have some Zen to sell, so let's sell that 25 Zen. Okay, so the consoles that I'm going to re-engineer, I'm going to keep the plus damage ones. Looks like I almost have a full set of AP. Let me find like the trash like resistance ones that I have. Turn, Reze, Photon. That's not good. As soon as I get one with a damage mod, I basically just toss it back in the bank. So AP went fast. If only this PHA was a full phaser mod. It's going to give me all the resistance ones now. And I seem to have put my stream chat in the wrong window. There we go. The 2023 event campaign recommendations, like that's still something I would like to get done sooner rather than later in the next couple days. But for the reasons I detailed in the latest news video, it just the past couple of days has not given me much time. Yeah, and the rank up bonuses are quite huge. I love the STO slot machine. It keeps giving me all the resistance ones. I don't want cannons. I want an actual, like, phaser, disruptor, polaron, tetrion, plasma, something. And I'm out of salvage on this character. Terrible. The issue with the isomags is that you don't want to put like a torque modifier buff on them because it just doesn't make sense. The isomags are boosting weapon power, and weapon power doesn't impact torpedoes. Yeah, I think ultimately over time you're going to see that the hanger pet consoles are going to like probably not be that popular is my thoughts on it, because I really do think that if you want to run the hanger bay stuff, those hanger pet consoles, you need to be fully committing. You need to be on a 2 hanger bay ship. You need to be using, SAD and some other things that are boosting pets up and keeping them alive. And even once you get to that point, it's questionable if the pet consoles are really worth it over, let's say, like the isomag weapon power buff. Yeah, I picked up a ton earlier. Um, well, not a ton. I picked a handful of the hanger pet ones up earlier at like 10 million EC per. Okay, I give this a few more attempts with this reroll. Reze. Disruptor. There we go. Okay, I want to see how many of these consoles I'm up to. So I know I have a full set of AP now, if I care about that. Disruptor. Oh boy. How many is this? There's 6 of them that are epic. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 14 or 15 of the disruptor ones. That's nice. What about phaser? So basically, I have another phaser set in the bank here. What about plasma? I have like another 2 sets of plasma. Okay. Short, how's it going? Yeah, or if you could just pay to remove mods from the pool. Like if it just let you just like if there was a way to just specifically pick the mod you want, but it gradually increase the price for every modifier you're taking out of the reroll pool. Yeah, scramble fighters. The concern that I have with scramble is that with everyone doing the R&D promo packs, they're probably not getting too much supply. Wow. Thoughts on some giveaways for those advanced engineering consoles? That would probably happen once I've done a video going over how good they are. And I just haven't had time yet. Uh, just have not had time to get everything together for that. And right now, the priority content wise is getting an event campaign recommendation video out. Oh, yeah, I wanna re-engineer a couple more. You know what I should do is I should go over to Tribble with some of these and just see how much it actually takes to like re-roll an entire set over to like phaser. I mean, if it goes as fast as that, I'm fine with that. That was fast. Yes, you guys want more content, I know. Or elite TFOs. Um, you get infinite salvage on Tribble. Yeah, you literally the console on the Tribble test server gives you infinite salvage, lithium, EC, like infinite resources. Content for the content god? Oh no. You say phaser, then it appears? I know. How do I feel about the Paladin? Honestly, it's been a very long time since I looked at the Paladin, so let me pull that up on the wiki quick. Where's the wiki? Okay, it's easy enough. Okay, Paladin. So the Paladin's a 4/4 temp op cruiser. I mean, the thing is T6X tokens. If you have the Paladin and you're using it, on a regular basis, does this one have a fleet version? I honestly do not remember. Is there a fleet version of this ship? Yes, there is. So grab the fleet version and then probably do a T6X upgrade on that if that's a ship that you like to fly. Um, if you, I mean, the T6X tokens to me aren't that hard to acquire over time. Um, if you're playing the game casually, you're gonna get them from the Phoenix events. Some of the giveaways they do here or there. Um, and you can buy them off the exchange. Like, what are T6X tokens going for right now? Set under Starship upgrade. They're 30, like 39, 40 mil. So if you have the EC cap unlocked, like they're not too hard to acquire. especially with them dropping during the Phoenix events where you can convert your Phoenix tokens over to them. If you have one and you have a ship that you're flying right now, you may as well just do the upgrade and get that done. Get the red alerts, yeah. I think they may have slowed down on the red alerts because we were all memeing about them being the only thing they did. Terrible. Gotta run from Voyager. Only the C store one. I would go for the fleet one before using the T6X token on it, personally. Okay. Next queue to do. Let me. You guys were talking about your inner gauntlet, so let me swap ships. And turn the parser back on. Um, we're talking about these hanger pet consoles. I don't know if I want to bring the pets into Junior Gauntlet. They're literally just not going to survive. Just thinking, what do I want to bring here? The Delkina doesn't have much survivability on it. Um, I mean, I could, if we're doing Junior, I could pull out my side boat, but it's not set up right. I can go with the Eagle for survivability. Megla, congrats on the T6 promo ship there, man. Legendary Mogai. I mean, I could do that. That's not set up with isomags. That's the only downside to it. Yeah, I can bring out the legendary Mogai. It's not set up with isomags, like I said, but it's still a plasma setup. Let me put some survivability on it. Like a ship like this, I wouldn't put isomags on. If you're doing the isomags, I really think you need to be on a more engineering heavy ship like the Delkina where it's got 4. Megla lucking out again live on stream. Megla is a very lucky individual. Megla, I would recommend you save that box because the next promo ship is probably going to be the other Picard ship that we saw. What the hell's the name of it? The Shangri-La or something? The Intrepid. I don't know. The one where Ro crashed her shuttle into. I think that's going to be the next promo. I don't have any leaks or anything. That's just entirely a guess. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to have as the next promo. Someone in chat will know what ship I'm talking about and will correct me. And I appreciate it. Dudderstat? Okay. We had Emma for I think 6 or 7 years. And when we got her, she was already like 6 or 7 years old, so she's definitely a bit on the older side, and she just you could tell like her health was declining, so was in her best interest to put her down. And when they were doing the exam, they said it's like really bad arthritis that they could feel in both the front and back hips, and I don't remember what else they said, but she was clearly in pain. She'd stopped eating in the past week or so, so that was pretty much a sign that it was time. Okay, we are going to do a Drunner Gauntlet Elite. I only have the Valdor console on for survivability, but I have faith. I have faith that we are going to pull through this. I'm really low on Jevanite. I don't want to activate Jevanite. Dude Durstat. Okay. I'm gonna mispronounce it every time that it pops up. Just like how I still upset people when I mispronounce the Sagan. That still honestly gets some people really upset in the comment section. They're like, how do you not know how to say Carl Sagan? Watch it be Zenkathy. Oh. Nah, the Shrike will most likely be a lockbox ship. If you look at most of the recent promo ships, they're like from one of the main factions, basically. Oh, so I feel like legitimately when I get those types of comments now, I feel like it's a troll.
Don't have a lot of time, so
We don't have any. Oh, we have one EPG. Okay. Okay. Terabit, it's all on you. I know that's what you want to hear. So yeah, if we look at the promo pack, if you look at the ships for the past couple of years, they're almost always fed the they're one of the main factions. So you've got the La Serena, which I think of as a Fed ship, the Inquiry Fed, Janeway Fed, Courage Fed, Kirk Fed. Section 31 was Fed. The Cheval, that was Vulcan. The Sagan, that's Federation. The Connie 3, that's Fed. Most of the promo ships in the past 2 years have been notable hero ships.
enemy ships detected. They're on an intercept course.
Wow, I don't know if that could be any easier for us. Yeah, and Folians? Okay.
Parts are ready.
Okay. Let's go scan all these satellites and upgrade them once the timer goes through. Grim, I see you over there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what you're going to see is that the Shrike will be the lockbox ship that they release during the next seasonal up, like the next season release in like September. That's what I'm fully expecting to see. Web the generators. Borg cube when? The Borg cube will happen when Cryptic's next project like has a failure or something, and they desperately need money. That's the type of situation that I see them doing a Borg cube in. It is like some critical point for the company where they absolutely need money. That's when you'll get the Borg cube.
Picking up multiple enemy signals on sensors. Get ready.
I really need to stop holding down my left or my left shift key. That is... I keep holding down my fire weapons because it's shift plus spacebar. I just keep holding down the shift key. I'm gonna have to change that again. Yeah, honestly, I forgot the Tholians could even be in this because they're really not that challenging. Yeah, I know. The Maelstrom is just so good. I hate that it's locked in such an expensive bundle. Takes a lot of concentration to farm the Tholians. I'll check on chat here in a couple minutes. Okay, now we're gonna have to repair the satellites that all were severely damaged, as you can all tell.
Satellite upgrades are now.
Yes, fly around, upgrade them. Challenging content. The Shrike is the enemy ship from Picard Season 3. August, thank you for the membership. Very much appreciated. I will catch up on chat here when we finish this. I guess, I mean, let me upgrade this sat, or you got Okay. Um, so I missed a couple things in chat so far. We will get tease the cube, but instead get the sphere. Yeah. I mean, we may already have consoles that do things like that, but they'll find a way to make a new copy of it. So I know. It's coming through. Me and sarcasm should. Terrible.
Hang on up there.
Alright, that's middle area. Rip, my bad. They'll release the strike just in a very expensive package. Don't focus on just the dreads. We have to clear out the other ships too. It seems like a lot of my abilities aren't activating because they're not on my tray. And I'm only just now realizing. CSV misfire? Never. It don't happen in this game. There's a lot of Tholian ships everywhere. Gamma taking hits, yeah. Yeah. I'm failing a bit. Why, thank you, Distant Knight. It's my casual flying, you know? Yeah, it's Viridian Plasma.
We did it. Enemy fleets have disengaged.
We did it. Good job, everyone.
Looks like the assault is over, at least for now.
Lots of marks right there.
Defenses.
Okay, I am far behind in chat for the umpteenth time tonight. I can't even English right now. August, again, thank you for the casual membership. Terrible Cheops. If we do get a Borg cube, what specializations do I expect it to be? Command and command temp op. There we go. Command temp op. Let's go with that. Items sold on the exchange. Megla, thank you for the Jebonite. Very much appreciated. Had a Dolph sell on the exchange. It's nice to see. Back to chat here. Yes, I am always falling behind in chat. I do apologize. Yeah, Viridian Plasma. On Romulan ships, I should really use standard green plasma weapons. That's terrible. Yeah, temporal makes sense because of first contact. The command, I don't know. I don't know why I said command. Just I could see them doing that. I mean, that's what they did, right? Was command Merc worker on the Borg jug, the liberated Borg jug. Terrible. Let's see. Okay, a few random messages on Discord there. I'm gonna get away from Voyager here. Yeah, that's true. They do always do that, don't they? I got some EC. I could gamble. Look at this. What are promo packs at? 28 or 29 basically? Wow. Can't believe they're that cheap. Can you guys believe that the promo packs are that cheap? I can't believe it. What do you mean stop? I don't have a problem. That's fake news. Technically there is a price point at which promos are worth opening if you have a lot of EC. And with the R&D promos, I think what MCDLT was saying earlier is that the actual value on average per R&D promo is 28 mil, but that's if you're opening them, a ton. So if you're just opening like one or two, ain't gonna go well for you. I gotta go to the Suliban Cell Ship Bridge. It's ultra lucky. Martin, how's it going, man? So I think I know what I'm going to use my event campaign on. I think I'm gonna get a Vodwar jug for casual. I have one on SOP, but I think casual would benefit from one. This over here. Come on, game. Just give me a promo. 2 more. Rip. Well, I got a couple of console cores. That gets some of the money back. Yeah, I got 4 isomag fragments there. I've got the battery things that are super, super common. Let's move this stuff up. Yes, I mean I got a couple consoles out of that, but no promo ship. It happens. How many to get to the pity point? I believe right now I'm at 70. I'm at 70 or 80, so realistically, if I really wanted to brute force it, if I did like 50 to 6, or no, probably about 60 promo packs on EF Hutton there, I'd get a ship. I'd be at the pity point and I'd hit it. Vodwar Juggernaut useful for what type of builds? The Vodwar Juggernaut is like the top pure energy weapon platform in the game. Like if you're wanting to do CSV and like infected advanced, you're bringing a Vodwar Jug. The Vodwar Jug was literally purpose built to be the top energy weapon platform. The trait can help a variety of builds, and with the isomags, it may be appealing to some of you, and that's going to be one of the points I bring up is with the isomags, the Vodwar Juggernaut trait is giving 10% crit chance. Wizard Girly, how's it going? But it's ugly as hell? Yeah, it's not for everyone. 3 promos out of 25 Delta Doff packs? Damn. That is pretty lucky. Could there be a ship out there that in theory could be better than the Juggernaut? You know, I when I was talking about the Theseus when they um were showing it off, I'd shown that I was looking at something like this as just like theory crafting of what would I want as like my dream energy weapon ship right now. And it'd probably be something like this, where it's a command attack with Miracle Worker, a lieutenant commander uni with intel, lieutenant commander attack, lieutenant engineer, ensign science, like something like this is what I could go for right now. You could even make that ensign a universal, which would probably make more sense. But I think a 5-2 plus experimental weapon setup with that buff layout, plus a battle cloak, and like 5 engineering consoles and 5 tack, like what the Gorn had, I think would be a really good ship. Give me this on like a Romulan platform, and I'd be very, very thrilled. Doesn't have to be Romulan, could be Fed, Klingon, whatever. Just give me a ship with these stats, and I would be very happy with it. This way I could do the CSV3 still, OSS3, Torp Spread 3. Yeah, well, MB did use the Delkina when we were doing the elite runs a while back. Did MB break 2 mil in the Delkina? No, it was close. I think MB might have got like 1.9 something with the Delkina in the runs we did with him. Okay, here's a point that we've been waiting for too is how many of the TFOs that I've done so far actually give me a reward. You know, I've got 4 boxes sitting here in my inventory. So let's rip them open and see if I got screwed over. Okay. Box number 1, this is a Plectin one. I got an isomagnetic fragment. Box number 2, another Plectin. Did not, so I'm 1 for 2 there. For radiogenic here, let's see. Nothing on that one. And 1 on that one. So I'm 2 for 4. 2 for 4. So that does put me at a point, though, where I can craft another isomag core. I also, earlier, I went through and I cleared out a lot of the market for a lot of these, a lot of the cheaper fragments when they were really cheap earlier. So let me... I hit the wrong button. I hit my logout button. Rip. Turn rate of 5 and inertia of 10. Oof. Why you gotta say that? Yeah, so I bought a bunch of the fragments earlier that were quite cheap. These exotic particle wave pieces, I got a stack of 101 for 20 million EC. So they're not that valuable right now, but when they put the ability to get the science mods back in, you know, the value of those is going to go back up a little bit. I got another 101 here for 15 million. Another 10 for 1.45. And here's some of the hanger pack consoles that I got for 10 mil per. A science one for 500k that has the plasma mod on it. Oh, and this one. This I got the other day. This is a Riemann Infiltrator, an uncommon infiltrator. I paid 1,000 DC for it. This thing's worth like the last Riemann Infiltrator I sold went for 150 million, and this one was 1,000 DC on the exchange. 1,000 DC is going to turn into over like 150, 200 plus mil. And before it's a Packlet ship. Am I going to fly the Parliament again? The issue with the Parliament is that I have it on Admiral Kane. Admiral Kane is not set up for most things. Megla, you've seen the ISC with the Gorn stuff. The Delkina run we did. Or are you talking for MB? Got nothing but battery pieces in the 2 that you did today? Greg has gone. Waldo. Yeah, dang. You sold one for 250 mil last week? It gives basic infiltrator, not infiltrator. Yeah, I bought up a ton of these things quite cheap in recent times because with the R&D sale, people are putting these things up pretty cheap. I mean, 7 here for 100k per. Like there's a batch there of 750 of these enchained ones for 74 million EC. Like that's 150 of the consoles you're going to be able to craft. You know, someone go snag that up if you got the EC. Or I am going to go through and do that. Who will beat me? I'm going to have to raid a fleet bank. Joodle has gone. Just bought the new Connie and enjoying it. Very nice. I'm going to raid this fleet bank again. Don't tell him it's stud. I won't care. Bust it. McStud, how's it going? That's a good deal though. The exotic ones are not that cheap. Yeah, I mean this stuff is cheap on the exchange. I'm gonna grab it while it's cheap. Like this is all going to go up in price once they fix the science consoles and once they like put the science mod yeah, so once they put the science mods back on these consoles, that's gonna make the price go up. And when what was the other thing I was gonna say? When the promo pack stuff ends, the supply is gonna go away. Don't worry, I'll put the EC back. Something's probably sold on a different character. Rob. Yeah, McStud's right there. McStud saw it live. Okay, how much EC do I have left? Okay, I robbed the fleet bank of 139 million. And I put 55 back in. I gotta add up how much I gotta put back. I gotta get 84 million EC back to put in there. Terrible. Something will sell in the next couple hours and I'll do that. But the drain ones? I don't know. You know, the drain ones, you never know. I think Megla was telling me that drain was OP and the Tetron was OP. Makes two charges interest. Wow. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you borrow from the fleet bank. Would I promote you? No. Not after the balloon spam. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You're getting what you deserve. I'm gonna demote you. My luck is something on one of these random characters is sold. How much is this? 12 mil? See, all I have to do is swap over between a couple different characters and something will have sold. That's how it works. Megla. Oh no. Oh, Megla. I'm looking at Discord Voyager and I see pictures of Voyager. Okay. I don't even know what's happening in the Discord anymore. I know I posted things on some of these characters, I just don't remember which. Terrible. Minor instabilities? Okay. Let me grab the stuff from the bank quick. I think that's all of them. Let me put these hanger pet ones in and protect them. Yeah, personally, I don't really care if the drain consoles aren't valuable right now. The fact is they will be over time. You know, that they can be dirt cheap right now, but when this R&D event, the promo event ends, the supply is gone, for the most part. Okay, so you guys want to do that under again minor instabilities. Okay, minor instabilities, elite public queue. Here we go. And you guys said to replace motivation earlier or rally cry. Rally cry. So major probes. I can't type. There they are. Can this be upgraded? I honestly do not remember. Weren't these like broken at first? You couldn't upgrade them? You can.
Greetings. Welcome to the Federation.
There we go. Just gonna leave everything on that I have on because it's ground. Okay, I'm gonna go to the south side here.
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Yeah, got the very casual ground build going on right now. Ball lightning plus feature probes just does a lot.
Romulans are attacking from the south. Romulans are attacking from the west.
Yeah, McStud's gonna send Nick over with the baseball bat.
Romulans are attacking from the west. Romulans are attacking from the west.
It's annoying when they all go to the other side. I don't have the cat thing active. Where is it?
Romulans are attacking from the south. Romulans are attacking from the west.
Yeah, hear a bus pull up, hide. Yeah.
Romulans are attacking from the west.
Do I not have that item like on me right now? I wonder if it's in my bank. That's why I can't use it. Rip.
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Wow, that hurt. It's either you insta-kill them or they insta-kill you. I died. I know. It's because I'm casual. It's in the name. I died again. Yeah, I've told you guys numerous times, I'm a casual player. Skill issue? Yeah. Absolutely is a skill issue. I've told you guys. It's literally in the name. Oh, thank you, Grim. Yeah, the big thing is getting the Nicole two-piece, would be very beneficial for me. The Magellan staff from the Lobby store sort of sucks, by the way. I'm not happy with the performance for it, from it. For 200 Lobby, I'm expecting, like, it just, bodies enemies, but it just doesn't. I'm just, I'm mad that the pay-to-win item isn't pay-to-win.
The drill is in a critical state, but I need to shut down some sub-consoles first. Protect me while I shut down this sub-console. I shut down the sub-console.
Terrible.
The drill is partially shut down, but I need to shut down another sub-console. Protect me while I shut down this sub-console.
Alex going down again. Oh, you don't like the combat?
I shut down the sub-console.
Phaser beam pistols, standard issue? Oh no, Grim. Is my damage output that bad? Am I failing you?
The drill is nearly shut down. One more sub-console should do
Wait, I'm supposed to hit the damage bus before I hit the damage abilities? What? I can't believe it. Who would have known? Master Dude, how's it going?
Protect me while I shut down this sub-console.
When do they spawn in the other side? Okay, not anytime soon, apparently. Now just doing the elite TFO grind, trying to get some isomag components. I'm just disappointing everyone by the casual level gameplay they're seeing, you know?
That should do it. The drill is now fully shut down.
Secondary firing doing 448 damage. Oh yeah, that's great. It is so disappointing. The Magellan staff that costs 200 Lobby in the Lobby store just sucks so much. It really, like, 200 Lobby and it just doesn't even perform that good. It's really quite disappointing. Did I get a material from that? I did. I got another isomag. Gotta get good scrub? I know. Yeah, I mean, not only, like, it does look cool, but the 200 Lobby cost hurts it, and then you actually look at the performance of the thing, and it just, it's not worth what they're charging for it. Voyager, you just gotta get a ton of these things at a time. Like, if I go to the exchange, you know, if you don't want to take the chance, you can literally sell the chance to someone else. You can sell the Plectin boxes right on the exchange. Like, I can go buy 2 right now, and I can go through and open these and, you know, have a chance at those materials. Like, look at this. There, you see, I got nothing. I got nothing on both of them. There. The luck is evened out. How do you feel now? Yeah, 200 Lobby is a lot, especially for something that just doesn't do that well. If, you know, even if there's like a 50% Lobby sale, I just don't foresee myself wanting to go through and grab it. That's just so much. So much Lobby for such disappointment. There should be a Lobby sale next week too, by the way. I think, I mean, there's most certainly going to be a key sale with the Theseus being put into Infinity. But if you're looking to put money into the game to get EC, like I said in the news video earlier, the best thing you can do is buy promo packs while they're still in the store during this 30% sale. That is such a better return on your money than what keys will offer. You have more than enough Lobby, don't you, Spencer? No, I don't even have like 4 stacks. Like, I'm poor. No, when it comes to Lobby, I almost discard that. I need to protect that. I protect that precious Chevenite on the bank. Um, when it comes to Lobby, I don't like to burn it. I will not buy Lobby like your standard Lobby ships during a 20% sale. I refuse to. I have people that will every time there's a Lobby sale, I'll have someone say, "Spencer, do you have a ship for sale?" The answer is no. I will only use my Lobby when Cryptic puts in like a promo ship into the Lobby store, or when they do a 50% sale. That is the only time I will use my Lobby. I will not use my Lobby during a 20% sale for a Lobby ship. It's just not worth it unless it's a promo ship. I will let other people waste their Lobby on 720 Lobby ships during the 20% sales. I just don't think it's worth, given what it takes to get that much Lobby. I will let someone else make that sacrifice. Terrible Megla. No, they'll do another promo ship in the Lobby store eventually. There'll be another ship there sometime. So Sylvia's Feline Charm, I'm guessing, is in my bank somewhere because I couldn't use it, and sure enough, there it is. Yeah, the McKee Raider, your best bet to get that's going to be right through the exchange. That's definitely not it. McKee Raider, 290 million EC. The issue with Lobby, the issue with for me with like using Lobby to get a ship is 720 Lobby cost a lot to obtain. If you're opening promo packs, 720 Lobby is 72 promo packs. And if you're going the lockbox route, on average you're getting like 5.3 to 5.4 Lobby per box. So I'm going to go with 5.4 for the calc here. That's 133 master keys. 133 master keys at current market prices is 11.5 million. So it takes 1.5 billion energy credits to get enough Lobby to get one of these one of these Lobby ships that sells for 300 million EC. That's a bad exchange, and it's one that I don't want to take. And if you're going the promo route, 72 promo packs at 30 million per pack. That's 2.16 billion EC worth of promo packs to get 720 Lobby to get one of these Lobby ships during a sale. Again, I personally, I'm just not willing to make that trade, and that's why you guys never see me like selling Lobby ships anymore. It's not economically viable in my opinion. When will they throw another ship at the Epic Phoenix store? I don't know. I honestly, one of the things that's also why I recommend the Lobby so much from the event campaign. I know that people want to get a ship, from the event campaign, but you consider, the cost to get 1,500 Lobby is literally billions of EC. If you're going and using that Lobby to just buy a ship to sell on the exchange, then it's a waste. Then you're better off just getting a ship from the event campaign. But if you're using that Lobby to get Lobby items that are bind on pickup, it makes sense. But yeah, the Epic Phoenix stuff, I would really like there to be something in the Epic Phoenix store for those of us that were around for all the events. Like, I'm not going to turn an Epic token down into an ultra rare token. That's just not going to happen. What I would like to see is like a T6 coupon put in here or something, or do like a promo ship. KDF on the invite. Yeah, I can. John, if you're listening, I can head over and do that for you quick. Okay, let me go get that invite done. Do they need to adjust the amount of lobby per lockbox? I think in general they just need to lower the price of keys. To be completely honest, I mean they've shown that they've already lowered the cost of you know, they've lowered the cost of promos. I think I'm trying to go the inner system. I think they need to lower keys to a base cost of $1 at a minimum. You know, keys right now are $1.25 base. If they lowered them down to $1 per base cost, I think that would make the math a lot simpler. It would be, you know, it would help make things cheaper, make it more accessible. I think that would be a good start. Just straight up lower the cost of keys to $1. Do you think it would be possible to get a Golden Phoenix account unlock token? I mean that would be nice, but I don't know if they'll do that. I think they are looking at the feedback of maybe giving an Epic Phoenix token as one of the event campaign options for future event campaigns. I think that is something that they're looking at doing for maybe the next event campaign, but for an account unlock token, I just don't see them doing it. Fleet maps have very slow load times. Oh, they did it with console the first year? I'm sorry, I missed that. I didn't realize they did that with console. Then yeah, that if they could do that on PC, that would be nice. Imagine from the event campaign, you can get an account-wide domino. People go nuts for that. Yeah, what Martin said, that's always a good approach. Okay. While I am on a fleet map, I'm going to head back to my starbase, because I'm going to grab some more of the plus 10 skill boost quick. Console player aneurysm tonight. I'm sorry, Turtle. It wouldn't do much for the average player. You have to keep in mind that the average player in this game, the issue is that they literally do not hit abilities. They don't hit abilities. They don't turn their weapon power up. For whatever reason, people crank their shield power up thinking that's going to keep them alive. When in reality, the way to stay alive in this game is kill things before they can kill you. Yeah, fleet maps are very, very slow. Time to commence the heavy drinking? Terrible. Yeah, cold-hearted account-wide would be nice, especially if the pilot changes. Cold-hearted is so valuable. Going the wrong way. The KDF Starbase honestly looks really cool compared to the Fed one. I like the detail that the main level on the KDF one has. I mean, in general, I just think the Epic Phoenix token should just give you the ship account wide. I think it's ridiculous that it works the way it does. These things I'm buying are plus 10 skill boost from the Starbase. The Fed side does the same thing. You just click them, and then for 4 hours you get plus 10 stats boost for whatever they're for. So there's a science one, tac one, engineering, and just hitting that's giving you plus 10 to like plus 10 energy weapon training, plus 10 control expertise, plus 10 impulse expertise, like that type of stuff. It's not much, but I like to keep them active, especially when doing like elite stuff, just maximize performance. Finally sold some of your Borgdoffs? Yeah, it takes a while for them to sell. Sam, you're trying a Torp build with Scimitar with some plasmas? Nice. Terran Gambit Elite. You just hate me, don't you? Breen Resrat. The Breen ships are nice. If Megla's still here, Megla is a big fan of the Breen. Megla was very big into the Breen ships. Give me a minute. Breen ship meta OP. I knew Megla was here. I knew Megla was gonna say something like that. Yeah, we do a run for you, Megla, with your one of your Breen ships, and you in like a Torp nanny run or something, or a beam overload. I don't remember. The Breen ships look cool. I do wish we had like a legendary version of a Breen ship, or like a even just a promo or something, like it's just a more premium version of one of the Breen ships. But they probably don't want to do that out of worry of it. The moment they do that for one of the Breen ships, it devalues the concept of the Epic Phoenix tokens. Oh, what did I do in that Breen ship? I don't remember. 1752. Yeah, and the T5 at Breen Chelgret. That was a long time ago, December 2021. Yeah, that was a very long time ago. Yeah, that was. I mean, it was a 4-4. Like in a Torp Nanny environment, people got the CF for you, so. Really good start there. I mean, okay, it's a little bit slow. How crazy is it that the plasma build that I'm doing right now, like, actually beat this? Yeah, that was before Agony was a thing. Like, that was definitely a much more fun time period. Before we, like, actually started doing splits seriously. Yeah. It was a fun time. Yeah, I do miss the days where they would put effort into to ships and make bridges. It does annoy me that they just don't do that anymore. And now they're not even taking the time to do much with the summer event. Like there's no Vandy shields that they've shown off. Supposedly at the end of the 10 forward, on Twitch, they forgot to end the stream after they did the raid on Twitch. They closed the YouTube and the Facebook ones down, but they forgot to end the Twitch one apparently, and they were talking about how they like just didn't have time or forgot to do stuff for the summer event because they were so focused on other stuff, so busy on other things. And that's apparently why they deleted the Twitch VOD. So if anyone knows for sure what was said on the Twitch stream after after they raided, the reason that they deleted the VOD. I'd be very curious to know. That was a fun run. That definitely was, like you said, Miklo, that was a fun time period when everything was just up for grabs, basically, when we were still messing with things. Yeah, no new Vandy. Basically, the only new stuff that we're getting is the that ground set and the ship, of course. Just abruptly, okay. Talaru might be your favorite. I know, Grim. I know. You know how it is. I mean, it's literally a sword. Yes, I know I could do this in like one of the story missions, but this is where this character is, and it's just easy. Do you see? By the way, Megla, did you see that they like Game Freaks did another Thaler run earlier? They got Tempest up to just under 14. Yeah. If it loads. Apparently the table's gonna take its sweet time to load right now. Okay, I lost my mouse cursor. There we go. Gotta keep that going. Yeah, just under 14 earlier today. So they did 13.2 a couple weeks ago, and now earlier today they got 13,985 with Thaler on Pulse. Yeah, there it's only going to keep going up. The ISE DPS chase is sort of dead at the high end because I mean it was only a matter of time for Thaleron to jump in there. Um, and good on them for finally doing that. I mean, it just shows that for your average for the average person chasing DPS that maybe the infected tables are not really the place to be looking at if you're trying to compare against other players nowadays because it's so team focused. I think the individual patrols like doing the new Jupiter one. I think that's a good way for someone to go in and benchmark their performance. I feel like I'm missing some of the chat. Talaru. Yeah, the Talaru is the Calvin Rom ship. It's got a really nice interior. Definitely one of my favorite interiors in the game. I want to check a couple characters here because I posted some stuff to the market last night and I just want to see if things have sold. Do the Jupiter Patrol on Elite with your Yurikani? That just sounds like pain. I don't appreciate the level of suffering that you want to put me through. I'm getting a bit worried. Definitely getting a bit worried right now. What other character did I post crap up on? I think. Yeah, Dominion War. Manipulate the market on stream. Terrible. I never manipulate the markets. I don't know where you guys get that idea. Legendary Calvin Enterprise. I mean, that's a good ship. That's like having a count-wide unlock vengeance, basically. It's not quite the same, but it's pretty close.
Sorella, Lady of the House of Martok.
Yeah, some of the outfits are attached to specific bundles, so they are going to be expensive. It's unfortunate, but it is how things in Stowe go. It's turned into a Trish stream. I'm doing endeavors now. Gotta get that dilithium, you know? I think I showed this on Discord last week, but I had a character I logged into, and it had a Scramble Fighters just sitting in the mailbox. I, of course, went through and sold that for a nice chunk of EC. This character doesn't look like it has too much on it. One of these days, I'm just going to log into a character and hopefully find like a T6 shipbox that I completely forgot about. That would be very, very nice to see. Unfortunately, today is not that day. Doing his paperwork, terrible. Cleared a few mil yesterday on the carcass market. Yeah, the triple carcass is very good for getting the endeavor done. I feel like Make Fog Great Again might be a character that I put stuff up on. Let's see. Apparently, I just haven't used this character in a very long time. Does not really have much good stuff on it, does it? It's got a couple of weapon packs. I want to check its bank. You want TFOs?
Buy another drink. Maybe it'll bring
You don't want this casual paperwork? The TFO's worrying me though. The TFOs are difficult, you see. I could have sworn I was on one of these other characters recently. Check that one. Make changelings playable. Oh, I should do that. That'd be funny. Just need to have a random character with like a T6 ship box. That's all I want. Wait, what is these traits here? Onboard dilithium crystallizer. Terrible. They were close. I remember, and I think they've talked about it now, so it's I don't really worry about talking about it, but there was stuff that they've talked about where they worked on it. They did like a bunch with the bee critter mechanic, and it just at the end of the day they just didn't have the time for it. There's some technical hurdles that they couldn't clear. Yeah, I've got a lot of random stuff in this fleet bank, but I don't know what the some of this would go for EC wise right now. I mean, these DOF packs, undoubtedly, there's some of these that probably sell for a good amount right now. Temporal, Gamma, Quadrant, Dominion. I need to just go through and find a character I can open some DOF packs on. I think one of the biggest issues for me with opening DOF packs is ever since the duty officer donation changes, I basically stopped donating duty officers. I know that sounds weird, but I was so worried about like deleting a valuable DOF that I just straight up stopped using the system. 1K Zen unlock. Yeah, legitimately, I like when they did that, I just stopped. Which really is weird to think about because I know they fixed a lot of those issues, but it worried me enough that it just completely scared me away from using it at all. I'm thinking too, this probably sounds a bit crazy, but given that I really don't care about the ground endeavors that much, especially given that I have most of the ones that matter, like I've got ranged weapon damage, max health, A perf, crit chance, crit severity. Given that I've got like the important ground stuff done in endeavors and like all of my space endeavors, I'm at 594 endeavor rank, and I'm thinking I may just bank up the endeavor points up to the cap and just save them. Just don't spend them and just save them for the eventuality that they expand the endeavor system again. So that as soon as they do that, I can just dump that into like space points. Need to get your Terran task force dual heavy cannons. Has Changelings ever used a gun? I don't know. Yeah. Protection mechanic. Yeah, I've got DOS that are way too expensive. I'd be super annoyed if those if the protected DOFs that I have that are worth a lot ever just, were taken away from me. Like if I had to rebuy like a bonus fleet marked off for Fratted KDF, I would be pissed off. Will they be expending the cap of endeavors? I don't know, but I don't care about ground. So, given that I have most of the space stuff done now, I have no issue not filling out the like ground resistance things. Nick, thank you for the 666 Australian. Very much appreciated, buddy. Riot is incoming. Oh no. Expanding the cap would be dumb. The endeavors don't give you anything once you've filled it. Yeah, the endeavor system as is already hurts new players. It is crazy to me that there's not a way like that they haven't monetized it. Like whether that be you can just directly buy the endeavor points or you can buy to move on to the next day of missions. Like it just is crazy to me. Nick, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. As always, it is very much appreciated, man. Yeah, I would have very much purchased Endeavor points early on had I been given the opportunity. Well, they've already commented that they're not interested in doing that. Again, Nick, thank you for the 10 gifted and the 666 Australian. Very much appreciated, man. Yeah, you guys got the emotes. I do need to add in some more of the ship emotes. Now you leave. Engagement for their numbers. Well, all they have to do is make it so that there's some sort of substantial, like, a really nice reward once you're at the max endeavor, max endeavor cap. Make it so that when you're at the cap and you earn an endeavor point, make it so that it gives you like a box that has a random reward. Like, pop this back up. File and new. Okay, so let's say if at endeavor cap, when you earn an endeavor point, you get a box that has a chance for, let's say 0.1% chance that it'll give you, let me think here. I'm thinking of like make this like a super container in World of Warships type scenario. So let me pop that open. WoW's container. I know World of Warships real sketchy, and some of their monetization approaches are as bad as Stowe, but or even worse in some cases. But credit to them for at least showing right on their website what the drop rate of everything is. If there's a container in Warships and I want to know what the drop rate is from it, every container in the game, doesn't matter if it's, one you get from doing a mission, it will tell you what the chances are for you to get items from it. So where is super containers on here? And yes, there's a lot of containers because Warships has a lot of different things going on in it. There's a lot of different mission chains. Like their Twitch containers for watching Twitch streams weekly. Those got their own little pool of rewards you can get. But like make the Endeavor one for Stowe. Like if you're at the Endeavor cap, make it work like these super containers. So let me scoot this over. So make it so that you've got like a 1% chance for, I don't know, like 1,000 Zen or something. Or that'd probably be too far for them, but like do 1% chance you get like a T6 coupon. You just do things like that, or I mean that might be too much for Cryptic. So let's say we know how Cryptic is. 0.3% chance you get the 1,000 Zen, like 0.1 chance you get a T6 coupon. 0.1 chance. This is the type of stuff that I could see Cryptic doing. Containers of, yeah, warships are super sketch, yeah. Can I see the Supreme Fleet Leader? Sure, you can see me sweating because it's getting really warm in here. This computer puts out a lot of heat. Yeah, it's also about time for Supreme Fleet Leader to get a haircut. Any reason you can think of why I can't slot the new ISO consoles? Do you have like some Spire consoles on? Do you have something in your universal slots? So let's see, how would Cryptic do this? You know, that they would probably do something like this. Like, let me think here. Let's make this really, really nice. Infinity. Make that premium T6 choice back, just like the one that you can get from the event campaign. Let's do 0.1% chance. You know, what are things that Cryptic would probably bite for? Um, Phoenix tokens? Yeah, remember it's Cryptic, so everything would be really low. Yeah, 1% chance you get an epic. No, they wouldn't do it that high. They do. Well, you could include the epic token in that premium T6 choice back. Let's make it Cryptic standard. You know, do 3% there, 3 there, and then 4 on the T6 coupon. Then you'd have like a 9% chance for. What would Cryptic do here? 50%? Yeah. Bonus pools are a good one. Yeah. Yeah, Master Key, I think, would be. If it was just a single Master Key, I could see 9% happening. Or if I was Cryptic, what I'd do is like 1%, 10 times Master Key, or let's do 3%, 5 times Master Key, and then 5%, 1 times Master Key. Do 10% chance you get a P6X token, 10% chance bonus pool. And then that bonus pool one could be broken down, subdivided into a variety of things. 50% off T6. Yeah, because that would mean you're spending money. So I could see them doing that at like a pretty decent drop rate. I don't think it'd be super high, but yeah, like a 5% chance for 50% off. Where's my RGB on the keyboard just went off? What's that at? What are we at here? So, and 35. You got to have some junk in here, you know? Yeah, so spec points. You know, 50% off Master Keys. Yeah, the Master Keys would absolutely be account bound. They wouldn't do the DOF. Or like to pick the DOF of your choice. The bonus pools would be subdivided under that bonus pool category. So what are we at? 0.3, so we're at 10, 20, 30, 35, 50, 65. Let's do 65. %25 chance. So we've already got spec point, already got the lithium. Let's just say 5 million easy. You could just have, you could even subdivide that and have it so you have a chance of like 100 mil or something. But I can see them doing something like that. And then what are we at here? What's going on with that hair? Oh, is it really bad? Yeah. Like I said, I need a haircut. My headphones, like, have definitely, when the hair gets this long, it gets really bad. Elite Captain token. I think an Elite upgrade. Like one of those. You joke. But like a random pet. Inventory slots, the issue with that is, I don't know. But that one's a bit rough. Bandy item, I don't know. Like, you get the point. Like, if you're at the Endeavor cap, when you earn an Endeavor point, it should have a system like this. Commander curly? Yeah, my hair does get quite curly when it grows out. But look, I need to bail out. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. It is getting really warm in this room. I need to go get some food. And it is also quite late. It is 11:30. You guys get the point, though. This might be something I talk about in a video. It's just a thought. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I know it's been a long stream. Nick, again, thank you for the gifted. August, thank you for the membership. Chadwick, Megla, Captain Container, thank you for the super chats and donations there. Very much appreciated, everyone. Yeah, it's getting late. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I will see you all around. And again, thank you to all channel members. I'll get this updated with the 10 more that Nick gifted there. Oh man. I'm gonna have to add like another column. Okay. Thanks and see you all around.